Well, I suppose I've always been interested in science, and particularly sort of animals and things like that, and natural sciences. And as a child, I used to be very interested in my pets. If they died, I used to bury them in the garden, and then I used to go into the garden a few months later and dig them up and then boil them and pull off all the flesh, and then I would string the vertebrae onto a coat hanger, and so that they would, in my bedroom, there would be these little skeletons of animals there. So I used to like finding out how things worked. And also my father used to do things with me, like he helped me make a little radio out of a cat's whisker and a little crystal, and I thought that was really fun. So I've always sort of been interested in it, and I think I had quite a scientific family, so that sparked me off, although I did want to be a ballet dancer most of the time. My father was Lionel Penrose and his wife was Margaret. They were both doctors, and in fact they met at medical school. And my father was a quite well-renowned geneticist, and my mother didn't really work, but they had a lot of friends who were academic geneticists and so on, and the house was always full of fascinating people. That was one of the really exciting things about growing up in that family, and people would come and stay for several years, just sort of by chance. And I remember once we couldn't find any hot water bottles, and we found that there was a chess player in the attic, and he had about 12 hot water bottles in his bed. So that sort of thing used to keep us amused. But yes, my father was very well known for being a pioneering geneticist, and also for his views against eugenics, which was a very prevalent thing at the time. He sort of pioneered clinical genetics, or genetics, modern genetics I suppose, and he did a lot of work on the origins of mental retardation, the causes of mental retardation, and also the age at which mothers were when they had their children, if they were more likely to have Downs if they were older, and things of that nature. So he was very innovative in that way, and he was also a very strong anti-eugenics person, so he had a lot of ethical views on the way genetics was used.